Welcome everybody to Time Out Tuesday with Tina. We're going to take a minute today, no matter whether you're at work or you're at home, to get up, move around a little bit, and I'm going to work with you a little on a balancing pose. Most of you who know about yoga know what a tree pose is, and I'm just going to kind of break it down a little bit for you, but be very, very careful in your tree pose. If you have bad hips, I want you to be careful and maybe take a wall. You can always take a wall and place one hand on the wall. If you are a little bit balanced, you can place the fingertips on the wall just to kind of play with your balance. I'm going to stand in the middle. You can also use a chair. If you are at work, take your chair, put the highest part of the chair by your standing leg. I'm going to start with my standing leg being my right leg, and I'm going to stack my hips over my ankles, and then I'm going to bring my left heel just above my right ankle. Now, with that said, you want to kind of tighten everything in the core. This is a nice place just to see where your balance is at, and then bring your hands to prayer center. Always find a focal point. And in yoga, we call this a drishti. It's just something to focus on so that your mind and your eyes are not all over the place creating that wobble. Because I want you to know that a lot of times your balance is more about focus than it actually is about balance. All right, so bring the hands to prayer center. And then if you want, you can pick up the foot and place it above or below the knee, not on the knee. And that is for purposes of protecting the joint. Make sure you are tucking the hip in on the standing leg, so tightening that all up in that area so you are not collapsing all of the weight down into the hip. Once you find your focus and your balance, you can begin to grow your branches on your tree. Take a focus. Breathe, nice deep breaths in, slow, steady breaths out. And then maybe you move those branches around. I know, there's my dogs. I know that during Easter season, I love to make this my cross pose, my Christian pose, and then bringing your palms together, placing them at your heart, and centering your heart for the rest of the day. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side. Release out, maybe step your feet out just a little bit, releasing any tension you may have in the hips. And the older we get, the harder this gets. Now, you do not have to pick your foot up, remember. Shift your weight over to the standing leg. You're going to take your heel in, toes out on the opposite side. Stand tall, tuck that hip in. Bring the hands to prayer center. And then again, just begin to grow your tree. All right, tuck that in nice and tight. And see where you are today with your balance. Take a quiet moment to breathe. And release out, bringing the hands back to prayer center, releasing the foot to the floor, and stepping it out. I hope you guys all had a moment and enjoyed this pose. Leave your comments below. If you'd like to see certain poses or maybe a little meditation during the afternoon, just let me know, and I'm going to see what I can do for you on Tuesdays. So take a time out with Tina next Tuesday as well. We'll see you then. I got to go catch those dogs. Bye for now.